Hey everyone, so today I want to talk about something that I have noticed in a lot in my time as a programmer and working with a lot of people, and that is a lot of developers don't actually flesh out the ideas that they have before actually putting into code. And this usually happens when you're actually starting out as a programmer, or you've been programming for a year or two and you're still in that phase, right? You tend to actually just jump into coding with the idea that you have, thinking that it's going to, come as you're coding, right? But actually, that's not the case. That's not how it happens. Because as you are coding, the ideas come, but you have to fix a particular problem. Then the idea goes, and it's a whole mess of crap, right? There's too much going on when you're coding, right? So the things that I've noticed that can actually help you is actually doing some sort of layout or doing some design of the idea that you have somewhere using MS Paint or whatever, how to know get a general the big picture of what you want to do before actually putting it into code, right? And that helps you tremendously when you're actually coding, right? Because you know that this is the thing, this is what I'm doing, and I'm not doing any other thing, right? So even if the ideas keep popping out, you can put it in the design. If it's going to fit in there, then you keep it. If that's not going to fit, then just get rid of it and then continue to code, right? Now, the one thing that I've also noticed on why people tend to just quickly jump into code is uh, because of the tutorials and videos and stuff like that on YouTube and a lot of other platforms, right? I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's actually a good thing to have all these videos there, right? Because they impact the knowledge to you to actually get on becoming a good programmer, right? But they don't fundamentally teach you how to apply the other aspects of what programming, which mainly is one of them is the designing process, right? How you go to building an app, the various stages and stuff like that. It's not fully taught. Some channels actually do teach that, but not a lot of channels do teach that, right? So I think that's something that you should take note of, right? So taking some time to actually think through your idea, putting it to some design phase or something like that, then before actually jumping into the coding of the particular idea that you have, right? And it can also help you in testing, right? Because when you are writing tests, especially when you are testing React components, which is what this channel is mainly focused on, it helps you know what kind of components that you need in actually building that particular UI that you are working on, right? And also writing a test for it, right? So it helps you a ton when you actually do some layouts for it, right? So, and as I keep talking about layouts, it doesn't necessarily mean using something like Figma or Sketch or Adobe XD. It doesn't necessarily mean using any of that, right? You can just use something like MS Paint or even if just a notebook and a pen, and just do some rough sketches or something like that to just help you with the idea that you have, right? So that you can ease your work for you. Because once you jump into code, a lot the ideas just keep coming, right? Especially if you are doing some coding a React app or something. You have the idea of, oh, let's use a use state, let's use a use effect here, use callback, all this use stuff. It's annoying when you actually building the app, right? Because the ideas of making user keeps coming, and it entitles you to actually use that, right? But in actuality, you have to focus on the idea that you are working on, right? So that's why the design can really help you in that regard, right? And I urge you guys to try as much as possible to do some sort of sketch or something that can just help you in actually building out the UI. Now, I noticed that there are people that are going to talk about they are going to say that you are not good at design. I'm not good at doing some design, right? Well, this is not a design, right? We are not doing any massive design. This is just you putting your ideas onto a paper or onto the screen, right? in any shape or format that you want. Maybe you want to type it, right? Maybe you want to just do a recording of it, right? Maybe you want to talk about it, something, right, which can help you ease in actually developing your app. And it's really, I think that will really help you a lot in the long run, right? So that's all I have for this particular video, and that's it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.